It is for all intents and purposes, it's a comedy, a hilarious comedy, but it's also wrapped inside that a extremely good action movie and a great summer movie just for that alone. And it's basically, two women who are forced into unexpected circumstances, not being very good at being spies. The guys who are spies sort of take a backseat to the girls, and the girls spend about an hour and a half going through some hilarious and also very tense situations. Drew is an incredibly good spy. I can't tell you much more than that without giving much away, too much away. And he's not particularly good at relationships. They're both completely hilarious and in completely different ways. Mila has this very kind of loose style of performing, which is just off the cuff, improvisational, and just very natural, and has great chemistry with Kate. Kate has almost a more sort of academic way of approaching the character and the comedy, which is she creates umpteen million hilarious alt lines. She sort of scribbles on her script, and is equally as funny, of course. And they're this kind of yin and yang way of working. So both are really fabulous and fun to work with. We had a great stunt coordinator, this guy Gary Powell, who did a lot of the Bond movies and other movies that have a lot of action. So he really sort of amped up the action and was very good at keeping it safe and making sure that we could all do the stunts that we were being asked to do. But he definitely went hard charging with the action, Action comedies usually traditionally are very sort of 90% focused on the comedy. And they think as long as we get the comedy right, everything else will fall into place, and we can kind of, tip our hat to the action, but we don't have to really do great action. This one really does both. It's pretty 50-50. So the story is great, the comedy is hilarious, and the action feels very real. So it doesn't feel like, oh, it's going to be this kind of great, but the action's going to be really soft. The action's really hard charging and good, and so is the comedy. I think very happy and satisfied because it was so funny. And I think they'll feel like they got a big summer action blockbuster on their hands too.